Powered by the Montana Television Network. The Q2 530 News starts right now in high definition.
It sets a dangerous precedent that no doubt will be abused by future presidents. And everybody in this body knows that.
Montana's Jon Tester leading the charge against the president's emergency declaration as the battle over border security intensifies. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Russ.
And I'm Jeanelle Slade. The president's emergency declaration blocked by the Senate this afternoon.
Despite a veto threat from the White House, the Senate voted 59-41 to pass the joint resolution.
Now this vote comes after a last-ditch effort by some Republicans on a compromise fell through. In the end, a dozen Republicans joined Democrats to pass the resolution.
Montana U.S. Senator Jon Tester accusing the president of robbing from the military to build a wall.
We'll be shortchanging our troops in favor of a campaign promise to build a wall that he said Mexico would pay for. The president's plan to raid our military resources would directly hurt Montana's military community and its men and women that are in uniform.
Montana's other U.S. Senator, Republican Steve Daines, voted against the resolution.
Daines releasing a statement saying after visiting the southern border and meeting with local law enforcement in all quarters of Montana last month, it's clear we have an illegal drug and illegal immigration crisis on our hands. This is an emergency. President Trump tweeted the word veto in all capital letters minutes after that resolution passed.
And Congress is not expected to garner enough to override a presidential veto.
Airport crews in Denver are cleaning up after the bomb cyclone, and flights out of Montana resumed as normal today.
As things start to calm down, Denver reports 4 of its 6 runways open. Crews worked through the night to clear the snow and make sure travelers were set for taking off.
Now, Billings airport officials said earlier this week passengers previously made other plans in light of what was coming with the storm and all the canceled flights. The first flight taking off again from Billings to Denver this morning at 10.
And just when we thought the cyclone bomb threat had only impacted flights here in the Billings region, one day later it could also disrupt your fast food.
That's right. This evening we're learning that McDonald's on Grand Avenue and 10th could have to close early tonight if it gets too low on products. Due to the storm in Denver, its normal delivery trucks couldn't make it into Billings. The manager telling us the store will definitely be open for breakfast tomorrow at 5 a.m.
Well, that disruption should not last too long with the sun-filled forecast we have in front of us. Q2 Chief Forecaster Bob McGuire here now to tell us all about it.
Yeah, you know, I'm still shaking my head at the video. We just really missed a giant storm. Whew, thank you. But let me show you what's happening out there. Well, where is the storm right now? Well, it's no longer in our neighborhood. It's over here by Iowa, heading in towards Wisconsin and parts of northwestern Illinois. That whole storm will continue to pull most of the clouds and snow away from Montana and indeed much of the western half of the country. So here's the way things are shaping up right now. We are looking at that whole system moving out of the area. What about the threat board? Well, as you'll see, there's not much to worry about on the threat board. And here's the good news. Take a look at this. These are our reported high temperatures over the next 6 days. We go up to 42 degrees tomorrow, slowly work our way into the 40s through the weekend, and then once we hit next week, we're talking 52 on Tuesday, 55 degrees on Wednesday. That 55, by the way, that's the first day of spring, and it gets even warmer from there. We'll have more on that in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks so much, Bob. Although there's still snow on the ground, plenty of snow, we turn our attention to wildfire season. As Montana fire authorities plan and hope for sufficient snowpack levels, the Department of Interior announces a massive plan to reduce wildfire risk. Now, this comes after a deadly and destructive 2018 season across the country and here in Montana. The Department of Interior says it's done fire mitigation work on 1.2 million acres. And now the Trump administration is proposing $919 million for wildland fire management for 2020. The proposed budget includes $194 million for a fuels management program. It also includes an increase of $10 million to support vegetation management on federal and tribal lands. Acting Secretary David Bernhardt says wildfires know no boundaries, and this year's budget affirms that.
A bill moving through the legislature would allow micro distilleries to increase their alcohol production and still keep their tasting rooms. In Billings, Trailhead, and Asylum are 2 of the 17 micro distilleries in the state. Under current law, distilleries can't produce more than 25,000 gallons of liquor and have a tasting room. The bill going through the Montana Senate would cap it at 200,000 proof gallons. President of the Montana Distillers said the bill would help smaller distillers grow at an incremental rate. Legislative News says that bill passed the Senate in February.
Should courts in Montana have the power to suspend someone's driver's license if they fail to pay fines or a court cost? Montana lawmakers in the House say no as they vote for a bill that would prohibit that practice. The House voted 71 to 28 for the bill today, which will advance to the Senate after a final vote Friday. Republican Representative Casey Knutson of Malta sponsored House Bill 217, which says courts cannot suspend someone's license only as a penalty for not paying a fine or court costs. Knutson says courts could still suspend licenses for crimes or penalties related to driving offenses. Opponents of the bill say lower courts use the license suspension only as a last resort and that it's a bad policy to remove this tool. But supporters say taking away someone's driver's license makes no sense if the crime involved has nothing to do with their vehicle.
Somehow the end result of that is the government's ability to take away somebody's ability to drive, even though the two weren't linked at all in the actual conflict. That's ridiculous. You talk about reasons why people don't like government or reasons why people don't trust the courts. It's because of stuff like this.
The judges across the state opposed the bill during its initial hearing last month.
The University of Montana's McGill Hall reopened after it was closed to clean up asbestos, but the university still needs to find a permanent home for the child care facility where that asbestos was found this morning. Now, officials hosted 2 input sessions to get feedback from the public on what they feel is important for the next daycare location. Officials say they hope to have a decision on the new facility made by the end of the university's spring break.
There's multiple options. Each of these options has pros and cons. And frankly, none of them will satisfy absolutely everyone. But we do value everyone's input, and we want to get it because we want to get this decision right for this community.
And there will be an input session tomorrow from 9 until 10:30 in the UC Theater there on campus.
Well, today is International Pie Day, and some are celebrating the mathematical number by diving into the desserts.
Perkins on the West End had sold about 60 pies by 3 o'clock this afternoon compared to about 20 on this date last year. Pi is the Greek letter representing the number that is approximately 3.14 and then just keeps going, which comes from the ratio of the circle's circumference to its diameter.
Now, Perkins did not do any advertising but sent out an e-club blast showing a free slice of pie with an entree. Now, for the last 5 years, Pie Day has been really good for pie sales.
It is surprising. I knew that we'd have a little bit more for today, but I didn't expect that many. I'd like to think it's because we have great pies, but the date has a lot to do with it. We fresh bake them every day. The internet said, 3/14 is Pie Day now, and it's caught on. It's a slow time of year, so it's nice having people come in the door.
Now, Craig tells us Pie Day is the 3rd biggest day for pie sales at Perkins behind Thanksgiving and Christmas.
All right, still to come on tonight's 5:30 News. St. Patrick's Day in Butte is always a crazy party. Back in 2005, it really got out of hand.
We'll take a look back and show you how law enforcement in the mining city learned from those events.
Hello, everybody. Again, the NAIA National Tournament here seems to be a success early on in 2019. It's the 3rd year that this tournament has come to Billings, the NAIA partnering with the Magic City, originally on a 2-year run, but it worked so well that they decided to extend it. The one thing that we always seem to see here in the early round games are lots of kids in the stands. There's teams that go around to local elementary and middle schools kind of doing some local support, drawing up interest, and then the kids in turn repay them by coming into games, making signs, cheering on the teams. It really feels like a hometown atmosphere for a lot of the teams that come a long way just to be here in Billings for this tournament. We'll have multiple highlights for you coming up in sports, including Providence's women making a run at a #1 seed upset. Stay with us in sports.
You're watching MTN News with Jeanelle Slade and Russ Riesinger. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire and sports with Scott Breen. This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.